Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. It's my great pleasure that I can talk about the mystery of Japan. One of the greatest mysteries in Japan is about Shotoku Taishi, the founder of the Buddhism in Japan, or the founder of the temple Horyuji. And also, just near the Horyuji Temple, there's a temple named Chuguji, where they say his mother was there. This is a sort of a fabricated picture reserved in Chuguji Temple, and it has something very strongly connection with Shotoku Taishi. Very strange pictures. And most of the pictures have been lost, and these are 6 pictures of them. The strange thing is that this fabricated picture was created by his wife when he passed away. And it is said that Shotoku Taishi went to Tenjuku or heaven when he passed away in this vehicle. Or they don't say anything about the vehicle, but it just looked like a vehicle to me. Have a look at this vehicle or the house. This is not a house, I'm sure, but I think this is a kind of vehicle. You can see several people are in the vehicle. And when I saw this picture, I was very shocked because I saw very similar one in the photograph sent by my friend in the USA. Okay, I will show the photos. This is a Phoenix light in USA, witnessed by many people in Phoenix. And I just examined this photograph in several ways, and I found there appeared a very strange shaped kind of vehicle behind the light, like this. And you can see several windows just above the light, and in the window, can you see the shadows of sort of a man? Several men are in the windows. I'll show you. Okay, have a look at this window just above the light carefully. Okay. Okay, just like I'll show you here. Okay, have a look at this here. Here is a shadow of a man. Here too. Can you see them? A sort of a head and a slim body. Yes. And this fabricated picture or mandala reminds me of the photograph sent by my friend in USA. And also in this vehicle, there are several people riding, or if this is a vehicle, people are riding in this vehicle. And when Shotoku Taishi passed away, he was sent to the heaven by this vehicle, they said. Or it is I think it is only I who said that this is a vehicle, or very frankly so-called an UFO. Yes. Another one is here. So they say that this has been fabricated when Shotoku Taishi was passed away, and this represents a moon. In Japan, there's a hair in the moon, and this is apparently a moon. And Shotoku Taishi himself was a Buddha, and who then okay, I will show you. This is Shotoku Taishi. This is sort of, but these are sort of imaginary pictures of the Shotoku Taishi. All the Shotokus had got a very strange sort of hairstyle, got a hairstyle on the top of the head. Have a look at this. This is also a statue of Shotoku Taishi. And they say in the same Chuguji Temple there is a very well-known statue named弥勒菩薩or a Buddha. Have a look at his head, right? Also very similar or resemble to each other between the pictures and statues of Shotoku Taishi and this head. So we ask ourselves that again, who this man is. They say this statue is弥勒菩薩, but I just suppose, this is my suppose, right? This is Shotoku Taishi. And some people will say that this statue came from China or Korea, but it is not true because there are no. This is a sort of a tree, made of a tree, just in Japan, right? This is a statue created in Gandhara, sorry, and compare two photographs to each other, and these photographs, sort of statues are very resembled to each other. If this is a kind of story of if he is Shotoku Taishi is this man, Shotoku Taishi came from Gandhara, or he was not a Japanese, or at least because Japanese has not got such a beautiful nose, or not beautiful but sort of a long nose. Have a look at this nose here, right? This is not a sort of a nose Japanese has got. Okay, I will show you a little bit more about this statue in the following video. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired today, so my English is very poor with very poor vocabulary, so I can't explain it well enough. But I just suppose that this statue himself is Shotoku Taishi. Then all the mystery would have gone away, if he was Shotoku Taishi. I think I am the first man who says so in Japan. At least, anyway, Shotoku Taishi is one of the most mysterious men in Japan or in the Japanese history. No one knows where he is from, and no one knows to where he has gone. And this is an UFO, I suppose. What do you think about this? Thank you very much for watching, and see you again on next video. Bye.
Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. On March 12, 2010, Destin, Florida, USA, many people saw strange light, called Phoenix light. These are photos taken on that night. Unknown light in V-shaped position were seen by many people, witnessed and recorded over Destin. These are the light. This is a story about the light, but I have no words to say with no comment. Just have a look at these photos. What are these? This is a story about this light. This indicates this is not a reflection on the glass or something like light from the car or something like that. And also have a look at this two light. Can you see the smoke-like sort of tails? This indicates that these lights are not sort of also light reflected on the glass or windows. And this photograph is very strange. I have analyzed these light like this. And can you see smoke-like shadows behind the light? I don't know what these are, but I'm sure these are not light from the airplanes or something like that. And can you see the sort of windows just above the light? And in the windows, can you see kinds of beings standing and watching maybe outside? Look at the windows. Look into the windows. I'm sorry. My English is poor, and with poor vocabulary, so I can't explain these photos properly. Very, very strange shaped vehicle, if this is an UFO. And look at the windows, right? I can recognize, or I can see some beings are standing there with big head and slender bodies. Watch very carefully. Have a look. Watch very carefully. Something are there in the windows. Big head, 大きな頭で slender body, 細い体です。And also we can see some sort of mechanical nozzles here, just down beneath the windows. This is a sort of a figures shape of the vehicles, but nothing can be seen in ordinary photograph. See you again. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Hello. This is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. Video number 195, February the 15th, 2013. I would like to talk about a very strange statue called弥勒菩薩at Horyuji Temple, Nara, Japan. This is it. Beautiful one, and it is our national treasure of Japan. Please have a look at this statue. So beautiful, and it's a symbol of Japan. But I just wonder who made this and where it came from. This statue came from. The Wikipedia encyclopedia said that this statue came from nowhere, and no one knows who made this. This statue was made of wood, carved on the wood. Okay, it says no one knows where it came from. But I just happened to find this statue in Gandhara while I was examining the statues between of Greece, ancient Greek, and Gandhara. And I found they resemble to each other very much, to each other. Just compare them by ourselves. Okay, Nara, Japan is here. Gandhara is here. The distance between them is about 5,650 kilometers, too far away. to get influence to each other. Gandhara, Nara. Or someone brought techniques and the people from Gandhara back to Japan. I don't know. Just compare them in this way, right? What do you think about these two statues? Do you think they resemble or just sort of coincidences? Okay, I just watch very carefully at these lips here, the curves and very, very similar to each other. Especially eyebrows here and here, a little bit sort of dangling and sharp edges. And nose. Japanese don't have this sort of nose. Young ladies now have this sort of noses. I don't know why. This is another statue of弥勒菩薩in Samura no Nakaji, and this one is in Horyuji Temple in Kyoto. But this one is a sort of a replica of the弥勒菩薩 at the Horyuji Temple. The original one was one on the right side of Horyuji Temple. But which is the original statue of the弥勒菩薩, I don't know. And which is original, of course. The one in Gandhara is the original, I think. And between Greece and Gandhara and Japan, which one of them is original? I just wonder. What do you think about this mystery? Thank you very much for watching and enjoy video number 194. Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. Today's story is about the mystery of common sense. English version for English-speaking people will follow after 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Please enjoy my video today. Thank you very much. In Japanese. 皆さんこんにちは。今日は常識の謎というものについて話したいと思います。これは有名なイースター島のモアイ像です。先日も出ました去年ですね、終わり頃、2012年の終わり頃、NHK の方でですね、このモアイをですね、人間が作り、人間が運んだというようなことを前提でですね、いろんな方法を見せていましたけども、嘘ですね。このモアイ像を見てください。このモアイ像の巨大さもさることながら、もしそうならばなぜこんなものを作ったのか、何のために、そしてどうやって作ったのか、しかもそれを作ったとしてもですよ、どうしてこんな地下にね埋める必要があったのでしょうか。というようなことを考えていきますと、このモアイ像というのは人間が作ったんじゃありませんね。最初の移住者が入る前からすでにあったわけですから。で、今日はこの常識というものについて話したいと思います。まずこの像を見てください。これは日本の仏像というのは観音像ですね。観音様はもともとは男だったんですけど、日本に来て女になったわけですね。で、これが全てがですね、日本の仏像、例外なく全てが古代ギリシャの衣服をまとっているんですね。古代中国やインドや、あるいはそのアフガニスタン、ごめんなさい、インドの服装ではなくてですね、全てこれ古代ギリシャの服装なんです。なぜ日本の仏像が古代ギリシャの服装を身につけているかということなんです。これは古代ギリシャの、なんていうか彫刻ですから、比較してみてくださると分かりますね。ですからこれは古代ギリシャの、女性の服装です。これが日本の観音様の服装です。非常によく似てますね。それからなぜこういうことになったかということについてですね、歴史学者の人たち、先生たちはどういうふうに説明しているかというと、仏教が日本に伝わる過程の中でギリシャのいわゆる文化が混入したためだというふうに教えているんですね。しかしこれは嘘ですね。嘘だという理由はすぐ分かります。これがガンダーラで混入したというふうに言われております。これはガンダーラの仏像です。 ちょうどその中間にあるわけですね。すなわちインドで生まれた仏教がガンダーラを経て、で中国日本へ入るところ過程でですね、ガンダーラでギリシャのいわゆるその古代文明と古代文化とここで融合したというわけです。しかしそんなことあり得るでしょうか。しかしこれは嘘なんですね。嘘だという理由はですね、ほんのわずか少しでもいいから地図を見たらわかるんです。ここがガンダーラです。いいですか。ここ左の方がギリシャです。その間の距離は4600キロなんですよ。でシルクロードを経てきたということを言いますけども、はるかにインドに近いんですよ、ガンダーラというのは。ここがルンビになるところで中心釈迦がですね、説法に回ったあたりがこの絵の中です。仏教はこういうルートを経て日本へ来てるんですよ。なのにどうしてギリシャの古代文明がですね、仏教の仏像の服装に影響を与えたと言えるんでしょうか。理由は簡単です。これらの2つはですね、実はエイリアン、異星人の管理下にあったからなんです。その証拠をお見せいたします。ガンダーラからいいですか、ギリシャのアテネ、これはパルテノン宮殿の上をつなぎました。をつないで、その線をまっすぐと延長します。すなわちガンダーラとギリシャの直線はですね、まっすぐと実はナスカへとつながっているんです。この黄色い線を見てください。ほんのわずかですけども、この誤差があります。もうわずかっていうか線で見た通りの誤差がありますが、それはアテネという町が広いからです。そしてこの黄色い線がガンダーラとアテネから引いてきた線です。この白い線を見てください。いいですか。まっすぐと重なりましたね。ということはナスカの管理下にあったということなんです。もう一度よく見てください。もう一度よく見てください。いいですか。何度も繰り返します。非常に重要なところですから、直線が重なるということはですね、100分の1、1000分の1と単位までの正確精度が必要なんですよ。ナスカにはたくさん線があるから1本ぐらい重なるんじゃないかって考えておられる人がいたら、それは大きな間違いですよ。さあ、これが証拠なんです。いいですか。これらの事実は何を意味するかというとですね、いわゆるガンダーラも、それからアテネもですね、古代ギリシャですね、もう同じ、エイリアンというか、同じエイリアンの管理下にあった、管轄下にあったということなんです。もしこのことをお疑いならばですね、仏像を比べてみればいいです。左がガンダーラ。これはガンダーラの仏像です。いいですか。これがガンダーラの仏像です。これもガンダーラの仏像です。ガンダーラの仏像はですね、まさしく古代ギリシャの仏像とセメラ同じなんですね。もう一度見てください。4600キロですよ、この間が。そしてその間には似たような文化は何一つないんです。これはヒューッと空を飛んで同じものが生まれるんです。これは古代ギリシャの像ですね。非常にリアルです。これは人間が彫ったっていうふうに考えない方がいいと思いますね。まさに私のこの住むハマーズにはNC ルーターの会社がいくつかありますね。いわゆるその3次元でこの彫刻する機械を作っている会社ですけども、そういうところを見た人なら分かると思いますが、これはもう完璧にマシンカットですね。何らかの形で人間の像をですね、3次元に焼いておいて、そしてそれをそのマシンカットする。今じゃどこの自動車会社でもそれやってますけども、これがギリシャの像です。さあ、比べてみてください。左がガンダーラ、右が古代ギリシャの像です。左がガンダーラ、右が古代ギリシャです。どれを取っても似てるんですから、あえて私この場合は選びませんでした。適当にというか、本当にどれを見ても同じと判断していいわけですね。ではもう一つの事実を教えましょう。いいですか。中国には兵馬俑と言われている始皇帝が作ったと言われる像がありますね。これが兵馬俑の像です。この像をですね、陶器でできてるんですけども、これを人間が作ったなどというふうに信じる人はいますかね。私はこれは人間が作ったとは思ってませんので、人間がもちろん労働者として駆り出されて作ったということはあり得るでしょうけども、大元はもちろんこの管理をしたのはエイリアンです。その証拠をこれからお見せいたします。中国の人は怒るかもしれませんけども、事実は事実なんです。これらもまた、エイリアンの管理下といいますか指導下において作られたものです。それではその証拠をお見せします。この西岸のこの北東33キロのところにこの兵馬俑があるわけですね。これが兵馬俑の博物館といいますかミュージアムですね。マウセレオムですね。 そしてここから線を引いています。ナスカの方に。いいですか？これが非常に重要なところですから、よく見てください。この黄色い線が北極を一周して、越えてですね、そして北線なんです。この黄色い線が今言った平和洋から引いてきた線なんです。この線を注意深く見てください。まっすぐと重なるでしょ？これは非常に重要なところですから何度も繰り返します。もう一度見てください。いいですか？ほら、まっすぐ重なりますね。重なるだけじゃないんですよ、皆さん。何度これを私を説明したか分かりませんけども、この線は天文観測のためだとか、お祭りのためだとか、あるいは天文観測の日没に日の出を調べるための線だとか言ってる学者の先生がいらっしゃいますが、ありえませんね、こんなことは。そんなこと。もう一度よく見てください。何度説明したら分かってもらえるか分かりませんが、何度でも説明いたします。いいですね。これが証拠なんです。平和洋から来た線がまっすぐとナスカの上にあるんです。これがガンダーラの仏像です。これがギリシャの像です。そしてこれが平和洋の像なんです。これらはすべてエイリアンのコントロールのもとに、管理下のもとに作られたんです。その証拠をお見せいたします。右の赤い線、先ほど引いてきた線ですね。ガンダーラ、ギリシャから引いた線です。左の水色の線は今した平和洋から引いてきた線なんです。これらの線はこの一枚のプラットフォームの右端と左端なんですよ、皆さん。これが証拠です。いいですか？同じナスカのプラットフォームから発した文化がですね、同じような仏像を同じような時代に、ギリシャは早いと言いますけど、スパルタと真の始皇帝とは同じ時代に栄えましたしね。ガンダーラもその後ですね。ガンダーラは仏教が生まれてからですけども、同じ頃です。では自分で確かめてください。Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye. Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi Hamama City, Japan. February the 14th, 2013. Video number 194. Today I would like to talk about the common sense we have. Is our common sense right or correct? Okay, take a look at this Maori Easter Island. People say this was made by human beings, but who believed it? Can you believe it? Okay, just use your common sense and think things by yourselves. Do they carry this Maori from the stone pit, which are over 20 kilometers? But why? What for? And how? Okay, I know that they could. Okay, then why did they bury this Maori under the ground like this? What for? Okay. So I'd like to talk about the common sense we have, taking an examples of the ancient Greek, and okay, have a look at this Japanese Buddha statues. In Japan, all the Buddha statues wear ancient Greek costumes, not ancient India or Pakistani. Have you ever thought about that before? Why Japanese Buddha statues were wearing ancient costumes? They are wearing ancient Greek costumes. Of course, Chinese sort of Buddha statues wear ancient Greek costumes. This is Japanese statue. Because they explain that. Because Buddhism was mixed up with ancient Greek culture at Gandhara on the way. But this is a lie, 100% a lie. Okay, here is the evidence. Okay, this is a Gandhara Buddha statue. Okay, just compare them. They are very similar to each other. Okay, and the historians explain that Buddhism had been influenced with ancient Greek culture on the way from India to China and Japan. If so, have a look at this map. Okay, I will show you. This is a lie. Okay, this is Gandhara. just near India, and this is Greece. Between them, there are distance over 4,600 kilometers. Okay, Buddhism was here, born here, and raised up around here. And Gandhara is there, and Buddhism came like this way to Japan. Okay, then how come was Buddhism influenced with ancient Greek cultures? Too far away from Gandhara. This is a lie. Okay, why they are influenced by the Greek culture? Okay, I will show you the evidence. This is Gandhara, Athens, Greece. As a matter of fact, Parthenon, Athens, Acropolis, Athens, Greece. And from here, I draw a line toward Nazca. And this is Nazca. And you can find this yellow line on the right side. This line comes from the Athens, Parthenon, Acropolis. And watch here, very carefully. You can find the same line in Nazca. This indicates that Athens and Gandhara were under the control of Indians. Indians could fly and could see these lines from the space. And watch carefully again. This yellow line comes from Athens and Gandhara, straight. Okay, this is evidence. Okay, remember this red line. I will show you again later on right? Ancient Greece as well as Gandhara were under the control of aliens. This is evidence. If you are skeptical about me, just see these statues. These are statues in Gandhara. They look like similar to the statues in ancient Greece. Statues in Gandhara. I'm sorry for my poor English. Statues in Gandhara. And between them 4,600 kilometers, too far away for the ancient people. These are statues in ancient Greece. So beautiful. So beautifully carved. Not carved, they are made of machine, sort of a NC Luther. Statued in ancient Greece. Okay? Have a look, please. Do you think or do you believe they were created by human beings? The answer must be no. Okay, just compare Gandhara statue and ancient Greek statue. So similar to each other. Any one of them are so similar to each other. Over 4,600 kilometers. Use your common sense and re-examine these facts by yourselves. Okay? I will give another example. This is a sort of a statue found in near Xi'an, China. They are called Mausoleum of the First Qing Emperor. Do you believe they were also created by human beings? So many and so sort of natural and so, how can I say, precisely made. I'm sorry for the Chinese people, but they were not created by human beings. Of course, not Chinese people. Use your common sense before you decide or you think things by yourselves, right? They were also created under the control of aliens. Now, here I show you the evidence. This is a museum of a mausoleum of the first Qing emperor near Xi'an, about 33 kilometers northeast of Xi'an. I drew a line toward Nazca. Okay? Have a look at this line carefully. This yellow line from upper left comes from the mausoleum, Xi'an, China. And watch this line very carefully in Nazca. Okay, this line comes up here. Again, I will show you. Again, right? Have a look at this yellow line carefully, very carefully. This is very important for Chinese people as well as for all human beings. Okay, have a look. Have a look at this yellow line very carefully. Again, I will show you. This yellow line comes from Xi'an, or the museum of a mausoleum. Okay, you can re-examine this fact by yourselves, right? And just think by yourself using your common sense. Again. This is a statue in Gandhara. This is a statue in ancient Greece. And this is a statue in Xi'an, China. They were all all under the control of aliens. Okay, I will show you the final evidence. This red line comes from Gandhara and ancient Athens, and the blue line up from upward comes from Xi'an. And here is a beautiful platform. Okay, they are connected with this platform in Nazca. All you have to do is just re-examine this fact and accept this fact as fact. Okay, and use your common sense. This is a common sense I have told. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again on video number 195. For now, bye now. Bye.